My ex-husband crashed my wedding to object. I let him speak, then played the sex tape of him with my maid of honor. I never planned on having my wedding go viral, but when your ex-husband crashes your ceremony to speak now or forever hold your peace, sometimes you have to improvise. James and I had been divorced for 3 years when I met Michael Heather. Our marriage had ended after I discovered James was sleeping with my best friend. Amber, betrayal that shattered me. But life moves on. I rebuilt myself, met a wonderful man, and finally felt ready to trust again. Our wedding was perfect. Parrot Garden ceremony, 150 guests, and a clear blue sky that seemed to promise better days ahead. I was halfway through my vows when the back doors burst open. Stop, I object to this marriage. There stood James, slightly drunk and dramatically disheveled, like he'd stepped out of a bad rom-com. The crowd gasped. Michael squeezed my hand, whispering, "Want me to handle this?" But a strange calm washed over me. "No," I whispered back. "I've got this." I turned to face the crowd. "Listen in, this is my ex-husband James Berternley. He has something to say." I gestured toward him. "James, you have the floor," said Weiss. "Your words carefully." He stumbled forward, eyes locked on mine. "Rebecca, I made the biggest mistake of my life letting you go. I've realized I can't live without you. This marriage is a mistake. We belong together." The crowd was frozen in uncomfortable silence. I noticed Amber Perrin, yes, the same Amber Perrin, shifting nervously in the third row. I'd invited her in a moment of magnanimity, thinking I'd moved on enough for it not to matter. "Is that all?" I asked when James finished his speech. "Wonderful DJ, could you play the video I gave you earlier? The one labeled 'In case of emergency'? My wedding planner, who deserves a raise, had helped me prepare for various disasters, parent rain, cake collapse, and yes, even this scenario." She rushed a projector into position while James stood confused. The video began playing on the wall behind the altar. It was security footage from my old house parent dated just 2 weeks ago, patioing James and Amber entering my former home, using the key James apparently never returned. What followed was 3 minutes of them desecrating what had once been my marital bed. This was filmed in my old house, which I still own and rent out, I explained to the stunned crowd. My tenants reported strange noises. Imagine my surprise when I checked the security system. James went pale. Amber bolted for the exit. Now, I continued, turning back to Michael, whose eyes were wide with shock. "Where were we? I believe I was promising to be faithful and true to you for all the days of my life." The ceremony continued. James was escorted out by my brothers. We said our vows, had our first dance, and cut the cake, parent all the normal wedding activities, just with an unexpected plot twist. Our wedding hashtag trended for 3 days. The video of James being escorted out while the crowd applauded has over 2 million views. Sometimes the best revenge isn't living well, pantits having receipts and not being afraid to show them.